Today's trauma-informed yoga class is all about embracing uncertainty. All you'll need is a yoga mat. It might be handy to have a block for some extra support. So go ahead and grab those things and we'll get started. You can join me in a comfortable seated shape to start, whatever that looks like for you. And if you'd like to close your eyes or gently gaze forward, we'll settle into the practice with some gentle breathing before moving into some different shapes. You can tune inwards towards the breath, noticing it rise and fall. If it feels uncomfortable to tune inwards, you could tune outwards. Notice the sounds around you or the smells. There can be a lot of uncertainty in the world. It can be hard to let go of control, and this practice is here to guide you, to help you when you feel uncertain, when you feel like control is not an option. Take one nice deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out the mouth. If your gaze is closed, I invite you to open it. Of course, you could keep your eyes closed if you want. We'll move into some seated twist here, grabbing the right knee with the left hand and twisting over to the right. The right hand can go behind you as you sit up nice and tall. Twisting through the torso in the here and the now. You might not know how far will feel comfortable, but you can move with your own choices, with your own style. Exhale and come back to center, repeating on the other side. Right hand goes on the left knee, left hand goes behind you, twisting, body tall. Breathing into this moment here. Perhaps you exhale and go a little further. And on an exhale, coming back to center, doing some gentle circles of the body here. Moving one way and then the other. You can go fast, you can go slow. It's your practice. Getting some fluidity and movement throughout the back and the hips. And when you feel like you have done enough of that, you can join me on hands and knees. You can move the block if you happen to be sitting on one. And from here, coming to rest in a child shape. So hands go in front of you, body behind you, and just bring the hips backwards. Arms can stay up above your head. You can bend the elbows and rest the head down, or you can keep them straight and have more of an active arm movement. Knowing here that if the rest of your day is uncertain, if your future is uncertain, you have certainty and control in this moment. Taking a few more gentle breaths here. If there's any movement calling to you, if you want to move the arms side to side or backwards, or gently massage the forehead into the mat, these are all options for you. And in your own time, making your way back to all fours, wrists underneath shoulders, hips over top of knees, going into some cat-cows here. On an inhale, lowering the stomach to the ground, tailbone goes up. Exhale, round throughout the spine, tailbone goes under. Inhale, lower, tailbone goes up. Exhale, round tailbone goes under. Completing more of these, using your own breath, using your own movements, finding that certainty of what feels okay for your body right now. Perhaps you do a little bit of a tail wag side to side, maybe some neck circles or side to side movements. Always coming back to the breath. Your breath is always here for you, even when everything else is uncertain. Coming up into standing, you can go right up into standing or you can join me in downward dog. If you're coming into downward dog, move your hands just a little bit higher up on the mat. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Go up onto the tips of the toes. And as you exhale, push down through the hands. Lift the hips up behind you. Head in between the arms. Perhaps gentle bend through the knees. And then push back further with the hands. Straighten those knees if you can. If not, that's okay. Maybe we walk the dog. Bending and straightening those knees. And then walking your feet forward to meet your hands to come to standing. Slowly and gently rolling up one vertebrae at a time. In standing, I'll turn this way so you can see a little better, doing some side bends here. Your legs can go a little bit wider than hip width apart. And then from here, bringing that left arm down the left leg, side bending through here. If you'd like, you can take that right arm, reach it over top your head for more of a side bend. If you're like me and you want to hyperextend the knees, give them a little bit of a bend here for some support. And exhale, come back to start. Repeat on the other side. Inhale, lower that right hand. Exhale, that left arm overhead if you'd like. Side bend. Breathing here. Breathing through the uncertainty. Exhale, back to start. I'll go one more time each if you want to join me. And you can play around with how far you bend or twisting. Find the movements that call to you. One more time on the opposite side. Exhale up to standing. If you are facing sideways like me, you can turn to the front of your mat again. I'll move through some forward folds. So if your back is sore, if forward folding doesn't feel great for you, you can always rest on the ground. This would be a good option as well for the blocks. If you feel like forward bending down to the ground is uncomfortable, you could take your block and you could place your hands on your block. So we'll just find what works for your body. You can bring your legs or your feet as wide as you would like or as narrow as you would like. Wherever you are, if your hands are on a block or if they're touching the ground or somewhere in between, try and let go. Let go of tomorrow. Let go of the uncertainty of it all. Relax the jaw. Maybe you feel like you can bend a little further. Maybe you want to clasp opposite elbows with your arms. Just let that body release. Knowing you can come out at any time. Last inhale here. On an exhale, if you have your block, you can just move it off to the side, place your hands on the ground, step your legs behind you. We're going to flow through Cobra here. So legs behind you, knees can go down. On an exhale, lower the body to your stomach. And as you inhale, gentle back bend here, looking forward, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down, let your body rest for a moment. And then on your next breath, lifting up again, you can do baby cobra. You could lift a little higher. You could do upward dog, whatever works. Exhale, lower down. We're going to go onto our back. So flipping over here. Settling into our back. Noticing some sounds around us. Maybe noticing anything that we love in the room that we're looking at right now. Few stretches on the back here. You can take your right knee to chest. And just gently give that right knee a bit of a hug towards the body. Letting go of the worries once again if your mind has wandered back to them. Coming back to the present. Dropping that right knee, repeating on the other side, left knee goes to chest. Relax the jaw and the face here. Bring your right knee to meet the left one. A little bit of a double hug here, maybe rocking side to side with the body. Final shapes here, twisting over to the left. So taking both your knees over to the left side, letting them drop beside you. Your arms can come out beside you. Resting for a moment. Using your breath to support you, bring your knees back up to center and repeat on the other side. Both knees go over to the right. And a few moments of rest here. And if there's any more final movements that your practice is asking of you, do those now. And join me in whatever final resting shape feels good. You could lie on your back, you could lie on your side, on your stomach, you could sit. The only certainty in life is change. And sometimes change is hard. Sometimes it's difficult to move through times where we don't know what the outcome will be. But you can have support systems in place. You can have your breath. You can have your yoga practice. Maybe you have journaling or friends or counselors. All of these things can support you in times of uncertainty. You can use the breath now to be with yourself here. Know you are safe in this moment. And you can rest here as long as you would like. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time.